Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a session on motivation. What is motivation? Motivation is inspiration. Encouraging. We expect others to encourage us?
Self also there. And others also there.
Which is more powerful?
Self is more.
But by what stage or age of our life we have become conscious of the fact that self-motivation is more important than motivation?
After 45.
After 45.
I don't know. Probably no single answer can be treated as a correct answer for that. Right from?
Day one.
Right from day one, you are self-motivated. God bless you. You are a Raghunanda. You are, I don't know, Raghavendra. I don't know, you are Raghottamananda, whatever you are. If from day one you felt that you are self-motivated, I tell you, God will be the happiest person in this world. I don't know. Right. I'm not criticizing. Don't take it that way. You see, we know that we have to do something. Can we stay at any point of time without doing anything? Can you remain idle?
Do something or other.
Even when we are just silent, relaxing, our mind is thinking. So, can we be, shall I say technically, dead? No, we don't want to be. We want to live. Living is essentially working. Without work, if somebody is managing to live, I am sure very soon he will be so bored, so disinterested, he would not really enjoy the pleasures of living within brackets without work. Granted that, what motivates us to do any work? Is my question clear?
You should have a goal.
Sheshacharya wrote, all the wealth of Ananta Padmanabha Swami is yours. Don't mistake me, I will give you also something. I am just saying it. All the wealth of disclosed, undisclosed, sixth room, etc. is yours. Tomorrow morning, will you be coming to the office? Honestly.
I don't come.
You will not come.
Yes. Why should
Now,
he come?
that's a different issue. You see, just now I said, no, just now, there is so much. Count it.
That's there.
His maybe his would start there. I do not know. Amma?
We may also apply leave and help.
You all of you. So sir, be aware of it. If anyone were to be granted the entire transfer of all the wealth of Ananta Padmanabha Swami, you are likely to miss about 40 officers.
Immediately myself, sir.
Close friend. Nandishwarlu. I am not very sure whether Sri Acharya Garu will prefer a Nandishwara. He may prefer an Anjaneya. He may prefer Chakratalwar. He may prefer Garudalwar. I am not very sure. But it's all right. It's Harihara Advaita. Sorry. I just started off in this particular mood to convince you people that sometimes when you are stressed and overworked, you feel like escaping from work or not working at all. But very soon you would realize that without working you are going to be bored in your life. Yes or no?
Yes.
No. When we are working, shall we love the work that we are doing or dislike and do the work that we are doing? Whatever work that be.
How to love first.
If you can't learn to love the work that you are doing, whether it is strenuous or just a light work, whatever that be, if we don't develop the attitude of work is worship, develop a love for the work that we are doing, you will feel every moment of your presence, not only in the office, but on this planet Earth, to be quite a tedious one, taxing one, and so on. Work is inevitable. Love for the work must be acquired, practiced, observed. It is that gives us the motivation to work. And that motivation is the best motivation, is what I wanted to tell you. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, do you go for inspections? or it's not a part of your duty.
You have to follow quality management.
Some inspection, serious, ordinary. Ama Gita. When you go for inspection, let's say you are going to that place for the first time, surprise inspection, so nobody knows that you are Gita, nobody knows that you are coming for the inspection, right? Now you just went there and stood as though a customer has come for something. Now with one look, don't you think you will be able to identify who is working seriously, who is wasting the time, who is wasting the other person's time? Don't you think you can find out?
Definitely.
No.
Definitely.
My point is, all of us have this ability to assess the other person. Why don't we understand that others are also blessed with the same ability to assess us? Yes or no? Now, understandable. For example, if I think I can find out what is in your mind to some extent, surely you are also having the same ability. It is not unique to me that you can also find out by observing me whether I am working seriously or pretending to be working, or taking things lightly or casually taking, what happened, where were you yesterday, etc. All sorts of gossip, talking about films, talking about cricket, talking about this, that, etc. You can very easily find out. Many a time, what we do inadvertently, unconsciously is that this ability of ours we consider as unique to us, and that others will not be able to find out what we are doing and what is in our mind and so on. That is a mistake we normally make. It is with that framework or the backdrop, I would like to show you some slides, explain, and then share some of my points with you. Now, that PowerPoint presentation is obviously available for every one of you. I am sure sir will take care of giving a soft copy for that, or I will give you my email ID at the end. If you want, just write a line to me. I will send it by email to you. So don't bother to write down whatever is appearing on the screen, because it is yours already. It is available with you. Right? Now, let's go. Motivation. Day after day, year after year, promotion after promotion. Do you want motivation to be upward sloping or downward sloping? You want it to increase and improve, or you want it to decrease?
Improve.
Why?
Always progress.
Always progress. The balance of Indians' money in Swiss banks is also on the increase, particularly during the preceding 3 years. Progress. No? Positive. That's what I am telling, sir. That's what our politicians would say, that their money in the Swiss banks has been on the increase, particularly during the preceding 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, etc. So, not able to hear? Oh, I am sorry, I understand that. I was a little overestimating my... How about it now? No, this I will put, sir. I am worried about this. Am I audible now? Yes. So there is a difference. So visible, yes, sir. In spite of my color, my shirt and my hair will take care of it. I am visible.
Your introduction you are not.
What is there for introduction? I am a retired professor from the Osmania University. My name is Viswanathan, as it got already flashed there on the screen. Any other inquiry? I had LIC policies. I had lived long enough. I received the amount, so I did not contribute to your reduction of profits. Am I clear? My being alive has contributed to your profits. So you must be happy with a customer like me. If all the people who insured were to live long enough, your profits will be more. That's right, I agree with you. You see, when there was a possibility or an uncertainty of the future, I gave the premiums, you gave me the satisfaction and the protection, and I lived long enough to collect all the money back. More or less we did not discuss that, but you should be happy that you have customers like me.
Yes.
Loyal customers. He decides who is loyal and who is not loyal. Right. You see, a very simple point. This motivation should always be increasing, improving, and motivating us further. Then it becomes easier for you to love your work and do better work. Instead of, right on the morning when you get up, you feel sorry. Monday. Are you getting the point? There are some people, you look at their face, You feel like keeping yourself away from them. Why? I mean, I'm not referring to the beauty, structure and all that sort of thing. No. I'm just referring to their attitude. You say, for example, good morning. What's good about this morning? I just said good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Whatever it is. What's good about this morning? There are many people, I am sure you must have observed, you feel like treating them as repellents, like mosquito repellents. You don't want to go near. You will be happy if that seat that day is vacant. That is, he is on leave, you will be happy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Why does this happen? Why our education has not given us this wisdom to distinguish between being wanted and unwanted? Are you wanted or are you unwanted? Extend it a little. In your family, are you wanted or unwanted? What makes you wanted or unwanted? Besides many other things, believe me, your motivational level, because motivation is motive plus action. If you merely have intentions and if you don't implement, translate them into action, nobody will be worried about your motives, because they are interested in what you can perform, what you can produce, what you can show, what you can add as to the bottom line, etc. So, motivation is important for us. What do we find a motivation person to be capable of? He sees the invisible, believes in the incredible, and accomplishes the impossible. That is the wonderful ability of a person who is motivated, like a realized soul. When you realize the value of motivation, earliest in your life, as a student, as an employee, as a manager, as a person who is waiting for a promotion, whatever that be, the moment you feel that you are a motivated person, everything looks different in this world. It is that positive attitude that we require. Because without motivation, there is no action, no change, no results, no learning, no progress, no momentum, no development, and hence no future, no life, no meaning, no purpose, no fulfillment, and so on. That is the all-pervading power of motivation. So shall we say no, N-O, or shall we say no, K-N-O-W, for the word motivation? Let's know something about motivation. Now, by the way, many of you must have attended a number of training programs here and there. How many of you have had an opportunity of listening to someone on this topic, motivation, earlier? Will you please raise your hands? No? 1, 2. It's all right. Now, you know, if you have heard already, you will have the wonderful ability to judge me whether what you heard earlier is matching with what you are hearing now or not. If you have not heard anyone, it is easier for me, because whatever I say will be new to you. Yes or no? So am I now more motivated or less motivated?
More motivated.
Why do we look at the people who are not as good as we are and feel happy and motivated? Why not we look at the people who are better than us and feel inspired, not jealous, and try to strive and become as good as those who are better than us? Is the point clear? Questions. Why people do what they do and how well they do. Can they do it still better? Motivation explains it all. Can you do it still better? The boss is always interested in extracting little more work from you. Yes or no?
Yes.
He may even say, oh, you are a very good worker, etc. Please do this also. He wants to please you to get more work from you. Good. A good method of motivating the people. I agree. But if he does not give any other work to any other person and only always teases you, there will be a breaking point and you would just protest and say, sir, thank you. Yes or no?
Yes.
You don't mind working. And you don't mind being the most hard-working person in the wing, department, or whatever that be. But then beyond that, if everyone else is also contributing, you would like to be ahead of the rest by contributing a little more. But if others are not doing their part of the job, because you are also intelligent and conscious, you become suddenly capable of realizing this, that how is it that I am being exploited? You don't mind working, but you don't want to be exploited. You don't want to be treated as an innocent person and so on. Right? So motivation explains it all. Success in life comes with work, not without work. Wealth is created with work, not without work. happiness, health and enjoyment, all these are possible with work and not without work. It is the work that makes you physically active, mentally alert, financially sound, emotionally balanced, socially relevant and spiritually awakened. Work is to be considered as a man's or a human being's greatest duty. Never dislike what you do. In fact, always do it with love, and do it or do the work with redoubled enthusiasm. What percentage, forget about LIC. I am not asking the question about our LIC. We can take public sector, or maybe we can take in general an average Indian, whichever way you want. What percentage of people you think to be doing the work allotted to them with a smile?
50.
Safe side, Amma. 50 means 50-50. I wanted, either you should say 51 or 49, I don't mind, but 50 is a very troublesome golden mean.
30%.
30%. 30. Yes, sir? 20. 20. Okay? 5 is 50 or 5%? Amaya, thank you. I thought you are just, without the zero, you are saying 5. Right. Now. 121 crores of Indians. Are we poor? Is our Ananta Padmanabha Swami poor? Some 7 lakhs crores of money of Indians after August 15th, 1947 in Swiss Bank or elsewhere. Are we poor? Intellectually, are we poor? More than 50% of the best of the brains in NASA or in Silicon Valley are Indians. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
We may not have got so many Nobel Prizes. We may not have got patents. We may not have got copyrights. I agree. But I think this structure is not ineffective or deficient or prone wanting this in this or that, etc. Then why are we poor? Are you getting my point?
Yes.
You must have heard that the Japanese people, if they are angry or upset with their boss, they work more, produce more.
More production.
You get my point? They don't strike. Their idea is cause the inconvenience of surplus production so that he will have the problem of no storage space, no demand, no orders. He will be worried as to what to do with that. Then he will say, Baba, please slow down. For 6 hours only, 8-hour shift is reduced to 6 hours. Instead of 3 shifts per day, I will be operating only 2 shifts because you are creating problems for me. Within brackets. Does not this show that if they can slightly tighten the system, they are capable of producing more, but because to give some rest, leisure or some sort of happiness, they are reducing the work and making people work with a smile and not with continuous strain on their face every day. They are trying to show that they are capable of more. We are trying to show in India that let me make you weep. Your tears are going to give me Ananda Bhashpalu. Have you understood this word Ananda Bhashpalu? Kannada or Telugu, I think we can easily understand that. Your tears, I am happy to see the tears. If not water, but if blood were to come from your eyes, I will feel happier. Why this nature of the human being? Call it Maya, call it madness, call it selfishness, call it greed, I do not know. But if we can motivate the people properly, I think we can make a difference to this country, to this world and to the society. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Minus 40-45 years ago, surely you were not in LIC, I can assure you. Maybe you were born or not, I do not know. There used to be a section called as a power section in the LIC office. You remember, sir? Every policy document in terms of some 40 or 45 holes to be punched, punch cards, etc. Right? I think probably LIC can be credited with the statement that it was in the forefront of opposing automation in our country. Yes or no?
Yes.
I am sure many of you must have heard or many of you must be knowing it, right? Now, if you don't mistake me, don't you think we have put the clock of development 5 years, 10 years, 15 years backwards because of our opposition to automation? You agree? Now, when did you join the LIC, sir? Year?
81.
81. Now, in 81, were you familiar with computers?
No.
Obviously. Now, that time, did you ever expect that you would be sitting in front of a computer and doing lots of work with the help of the computer? No. It is your adaptability to change, getting motivated to do things differently, do things better. The number of products that you are now having, which helps you to compete better with the private sector insurance, life insurance companies, were you imagining that 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 20 years ago? No. So who was motivated, what motivated them, and in turn how they are motivating you, that decides the success or failure and the future of the corporation. Yes or no? So what makes the difference? Motivation makes the difference. You see, your salary is X. Probably the chairman must be drawing 100 times the X. I don't think that would be the difference. May not be 100 times, right? Now, why should he be motivated? Are you getting my point? His one signature may mean hundreds of crores of rupees investment this side, that side, buying this, selling that, etc. They are all different. But why should he be motivated? At least if my friend's statement that 5% of the people are working, let's say, effectively and efficiently, at least if 0.001% of the people in our country were to be motivated better, we can make a decisive difference to the future of this country. Not convinced? One Abdul Kalam can make a difference. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's all. One Abdul Kalam can make a difference. Right from Babu Rajendra Prasad, who had so many presidents in this country. Yes? Abdul Kalam was the only president, whenever he went to any place, he used to visit a college or a school and talk to the children and motivate them. Why did he do that? Motivation is critically important for deciding what you are going to be in your future life. If you are not motivated, you will be an unfinished, uncut diamond. You don't know what your potential is. You don't know what you are capable of doing. Alright, I'll put it this way. All of you surely must be married and must be having children. Aged or a little young, that doesn't matter. Don't you motivate your children? Bahal chadavali. You must become a doctor. You know, at that time, your grandfather, that's my father, did not have the money and the means. We were coming from a rural area. You know, whatever you want, I'll give you. IIT, I'll give you. MS States, I will give you. Come on, do something. You want to motivate your children. You want to motivate your next generation. But how about yourself getting motivated? Am I causing any upsetting or inconvenient statements to you?
No.
Are you able to get the point?
Yes.
You see, your students you want to motivate. Your children you want to motivate. But how about yourself getting motivated? That is self-motivation. And if motivation is good, believe me, self-motivation is much better than that. Do what you love or love what you do. You become motivated when you adopt work is worship attitude. Work must be treated as worship. I will give a simple example. Sir, pens are here. This is a favorite example of mine. Mr. Sheshachari Garu from Nellore is a good friend of mine. Occasionally a phone call, but I am in Hyderabad, he is in Nellore, so that's why we have not been meeting personally. Okay? Now let's say I am sitting down for my lunch and 2 bananas are available with me for my lunch. I have kept them on the table. Mr. Chari Garu comes inside. Oh, good morning, how are you? It's a long time. What is this? Come on, sit down. Then I will tell him, look, share my lunch with me. Sir, only 2 fruits you please eat, sir. I have finished my lunch. No, nothing doing. You are my good friend. Have you seen what I have done? Em chesanu nenu? Kada? Have you understood, please?
Yes.
What I have done? 99.9999% of us, in spite of our good friendship with Mr. Chari Garu, we will be doing this. That is, take it. No, sir. What is it? If you don't take, I too will not take. All that affection and all that will be taking place right now. Change the scene. Let's say I have gone to a temple. I am having these 2 plantains with me. Right? Now, the pujari says there, every day coconuts and plantains, coconuts and plantains, coconuts and Tummakan, sir. Papa, every pujari is saying this, I am sure. Huh? Every pujari will be saying, sir, coconuts, bananas, coconuts, bananas, coconuts, bananas. Don't give 2, sir, give 1, sir. So my natural tendency, I say, oh, sir, please. Why do I do this?
To get favor, more favor.
Have you now understood why what should be considered as worship? Because we have a tendency that if I were to, I treat Mr. Raj, Atmavas Sarva Bhutani. God is there in everyone, He is in him, He is in me. And if I were to treat God like I treat my friend Mr. Sheshachari, God may not give me the first prize for the lottery ticket which I want to buy next week. Because He knows that I have retained the good one and given the ordinary one to Him. So I want to please Him. Yes or no?
Yes.
Motivating yourself is going to make you work with love. That is, work is worship, and that is going to really make God like you. By the way, how many of you don't believe in any God? Is my question clear? When I ask about God, I am very simply talking about one God. If you are a Hindu, become a better Hindu. If you are a Muslim, become a better Muslim. If you are a Christian, become a better Christian. If you don't believe in God, God bless you, become a better human being. That is the purpose of religion. Now, how many of you don't believe in God? All of you are believers? Good. Now that that point is clear, now have you ever considered that your God is everywhere? He can see everything. He knows everything. That means you can't conceal anything from Him. That means He knows how you are working, with what motives, with what intentions, etc.
Yes. He knows.
He knows, no doubt. But do we know that He knows? Or now, do we work with this knowledge that He knows?
We know. We try to deceive Him.
Not that we do not know. You see, He is omniscient, omnipotent, omnipresent, all that we do every day. But when we are doing something, when we are slowing down, when you are maybe a little deviant from the rule this side or that side, etc., at that point of time, it is so convenient for us to forget that God is not watching us.
At that time we will know boss is watching. At that time we will know that boss is watching.
Boss, we know that there is a wall. Between the boss and me there is a wall. So boss will not be knowing what I am doing. And the ultimate boss knows what you are doing. Right. I just wanted to drive home the point to you. Forget about the details. Forget about the theory. Forget about Hygiene theory, Herzberger theory, this theory, that theory, etc. Completely forget all that. If you believe in God, realize that He is observing you, what you are doing. Give your best, honest best, 101%. Improve it continuously. Let self-motivation is the driving force behind your attitude towards the work and so on. Now, it's a decision-making process through which a person chooses desired outcomes and behaves in ways that will lead to acquiring the desired outcome. How many times we seriously review cause and effect, causal connection, cause and effect relationship. Let's say you keep your seat clear, up to date, no problem at all. Any day anyone can walk in and say, well, this is so and so he, no doubt about it, and so on. You are happy, others are happy. Let's say there is some person who is a bit lazy, not urgent. Next Friday I have to submit the report. Why worry about it now? Next Monday I will start thinking about it. There are some people who take things very, very, very easily and lightly. Now, over a period of time, you develop love for procrastination and laziness to such an extent that it becomes very difficult for you to come out of the self-imposed limitations. Do you get my point? But if you are a motivated person, you will not be thinking like this and reacting like this, is what I wanted to tell you. 3 key words are important here. One is intensity, the other thing is direction, the third one is persistence. Let's spend some more time discussing that. It's a process that accounts for an individual's intensity, direction and persistence of effort towards attaining a goal. If you have a goal in your life, you have to be intense, you must have the direction. Until you achieve it, you must be persistent, insisting, perseverance, discipline, dedication, devotion, etc. But if you don't have a goal, sometimes we find the modern youth, you were to just ask them, say your cousin or someone, you were to ask them, what do you want to become? I have not yet thought of it. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
What do you want to become? Oh, no, I have not thought of it. No time. Now, do you want to go abroad? Very difficult. Why? I'll be here only. Now, do you want to go to Mumbai? No, I'll be here in our village, in our town. Why this attitude? Lack of confidence? Lack of training? True. But lack of motivation is the more important reason. When we expose people to a better situation, a better sample, chances are they are likely to get motivated. But if we don't show what else is there elsewhere in the world, they will say, my village or my town is the best, nothing more to be worried about, don't worry about anything else. Why leave the parents and go there? There will not be any friends, etc. If that were to be the attitude of all the discoverers and inventors and those who have found out new things, etc., what would have happened to this world? We would have been living still in darkness. Yes or no? There would have been no electricity. There would have been no transport. There would have been many of these things that we are now enjoying or taking it for granted would not have been there and so on. Intensity is how really hard a person tries. How hard? Really hard? Or less seriously? As school children, you must have enjoyed playing tug of war. Yes or no? You must at least know the game, etc. Now let's say 5 people this side, 5 people that side, etc. Now I am holding the rope very firmly, but I am pretending to be pulling it. I am not really using any energy. If all the people on this side were to pretend like that, what would happen? They will be pulling, we will be falling on them. Falling on them is not victory, it is falling down. I hope you get the point. You can imagine the tug of war game. So, you should not only pretend, but you must really work hard. What is this direction? Alright, you have an intense effort, but it can only lead to favorable outcomes only and if only the required efforts are made in the right direction. What is this right direction? A goal determines the right direction for you. A goal-directed behavior. A choice you are making. Say, for example, not you, someone. Let's say there is a relatively less skilled person. He's an auto driver, right? What does he want? With his limited perception, he wants his son to become at least auto owner. Are you getting my point? Or he would like to say, look, you must buy a car. Within his imagination, he thinks that owning a car and running a owner-driven car is the best thing that can happen to his son. Motivation, intensity of effort. You see, all the sacrifice that you are making for your children is because you want to see your children to be better off than what you were when you were of that age. When you were 17 or 18, you know your life very well. You don't want that to happen to your children. Probably you purchased your motorcycle in which year, sir?
Yes, last year only.
Motorcycle. That means earlier you had a car?
Yeah.
Huh? I was becoming conscious of this. Right. So because petrol prices are going up, etc. Alright, I'll revise my question. When did you buy this cycle? Ordinary cycle?
In 1983.
What was your age at that time?
It was 22 years.
22. Now your son or daughter, what is their age?
Now my son age is 20 years.
Now what did you buy for him now? I mean transport.
For him only
You bought that motorcycle, right. Now he purchased a cycle when he was 22 and he gives a bike, power-driven bike to his son when he is 20. Is this a result of motivation or not?
Result of motivation.
Agree? Now you want your children to be better than what you were way back when you were of that age. Now don't you want the next generation to pay the same compliment to you, that you have left them a better world to live and not a worse world that compared to what you have enjoyed? That's all is the purpose of every argument that we can think of. Persistence is repeatedly insisting and doing things in a very dedicated manner. Motivated individuals stay with a task long enough to achieve that particular goal. Persistence is the measure of how long an individual can maintain effort. How long you can maintain the effort. Are you getting the point? There are some people who try, Babu, please do it for me. You try. Why do you want to exploit some other person? You see, you remember when we were learning mathematics in the 7th class, 8th class, etc. Every sum you were able to get the correct answer in the first time. Actually, you are learning as to where you made the mistake, paved the way for the success of doing things correctly and faster and better in subsequent chapters. For example, there are some people, the moment you are borrowing from some other person and seeing where you made the mistake, you are losing the trend. You must yourself independently develop the ability to go through and discover or find out where you made the mistake and why did I make the mistake. 2 plus 3, I have written 6. What a stupid mistake. That means in my speed, I multiplied, ignoring the plus sign there. I thought it's a multiplication symbol. I have put 6 there. Not that you don't know 2 plus 3 is 5 and 2 into 3 is 6. Not that you don't know. Oh, I must check, cross-check, check, cross-check. Is not that motivation? Everything, believe me, right from our childhood, right from the inspiration that our parents have given to us, that they would love to see us to be better off than what they themselves were, is nothing but motivation. And it is that motivation makes you get motivated to motivate your children. And motivation is the sustaining, life-sustaining force in this world. Are you willing to believe it?
Yes.
Otherwise, you are interested. You are disinterested. For example, your son comes and says, I want to study IIT. IIT? Do BA or BSc and be here. I'll have a small kirana shop opened for you. Will you say that?
Even then.
Whose budget? Yours or his?
My budget.
Your budget. I am sure, sir, I am not asking for the details, but you are comfortable enough to finance your children's education, plus if they are good enough, they can get a bank loan and also study. And what is the budget constraint which you are talking about?
Yes, sir, for me it is what generally I am talking.
Acha, you is plural. I thought you are talking about yourself. I don't think there is anyone here who would say that they would not support the education of their children. Yes or no?
Yes.
That's all. For example, your son says, buy a car, 4-wheeler for me. Tata, Nano, 1 lakh. You said, nothing doing. If you want, I'll give you 75,000 rupees bike I will buy, not a car. I mean, just an argument's sake. The whole thing is tuning our mind to the task. If you tune your mind, your actions, your intentions, the intensity, the direction, the persistence will all become positive and productive and so on. So motivation activates, directs and sustains human behavior. When you find a person to be dull, disinterested, not serious, not responding, it is because his motivational levels are low. Extrinsic motivation, intrinsic motivation, and that's all a bit of theory. You can easily go ahead, learn it a little later. 6 rules of motivation can be considered as: set a major goal, sub-goals, and decide on a strategy to accomplish. How many of you do not know how to play chess? How many of you do not know how to play chess? I think if you can read a book or two and start practicing occasionally, probably you will be teaching many better things to your children. At this age of yours, what you will learn when you play chess is a different issue. But what is this idea? What is the purpose? What is the goal? It's not necessary you have to kill the pawns and the powers of the opponent. What is interested is checkmate. That's all. Let there be 10 pieces this side, that side, around and all that. I'm not worried. I may lose my, rook and queen and all that, but what is important is checkmate. It's not the number of pieces you are having on your side, less or more, but what is important is how fast, how well, how in a clandestine manner, without the other person trying to know my strategy, etc. That is the importance of a strategy. The moment you have a goal, you will think of a plan, sub-goals, how to achieve it, etc. If you don't have a goal, as I said earlier, what do you want to do? I have not thought of it. Where do you want to study? Anywhere. What is this anywhere? What food you would like? Any food. This is not giving freedom, but it is absence of intelligent commitment to a particular task. Say, for example, you go to a hotel. What will you do, sir, when you go to a hotel? You will say, where is the menu card? Or you will say, what are the items? Say, for example, you go to get anything. He will look at you. What is this, get anything? Then probably you will say, sir, double una. He will suspect whether you are having money or not. He will simply say, sir, do you have money? That's why I said earlier, others are, as we are capable, equally capable of knowing many things and reading and understanding us and so on. Perseverance, finish what you have started. If you are a motivated person, you concentrate, undivided attention, you will try to complete what is taken up by you as the urgent work. Because it's all time management, etc. You prioritize the things, the more important things first, less important things next, and so on. And if you start some work, complete it. Don't leave it unfinished or only finished 50% and so on. Have role models. Socialize with others of similar interest. Learn how to learn. Get inspired. Increase knowledge of related subjects, depending on the background. I'll just say, sir, what's your basic degree, sir?
Becomes commerce.
Commerce. Now, how much of that commerce was really useful in LIC?
The rest is useful.
Useful. Now, say for example, a person who studied BA, his English is slightly better than that of yours, right? But because he studied BA, knowledge of commerce was not there with him. Okay? If you can work together as friends, right? You will help him in the accounting work. He would help you in the drafting work in the first 6 months or 9 months of your career. But very soon, he would become equally good in accounts. You would become equally good in drafting. Yes or no? Yes. But say, for example, if you don't want to come together, work together and all that, you will be worried about only accounts. He will be worried only about drafting, etc. Then I am sure both of you will be together putting yourselves to a lot of avoidable inconvenience. Yes or no? Motivated person finds out the ways of trying to learn, how to learn, from whom to learn, getting inspired, and he will be studying about the related subjects, etc. Harmonize natural talent with keen interest that motivates. Team, initiative and risk are necessary. Risk taking is necessary. Many a time, without knowing, we take the risk. What is this risk? I think you are insurance people, I should not ask this question straight away. What is risk? Risk of loss, isn't it? Risk of losing what I have, isn't it? Risk of foregoing what I could have got, isn't it? For example, when I am buying a lottery ticket, surely I am losing my 1 rupee now. Yes or no?
Yes. To that extent, taking risk.
1 rupee, I am losing. Now, why am I losing this 1 rupee? Because there is a possibility of getting, say, 1 lakh of rupees. So, the profit expected is much more than the amount invested. So, I am willingly taking this risk. For example, if someone were to say, 99,999 is the price of the ticket, 1 lakh is the first price. Will you buy it? Now, why not? 1 rupee extra you will get, na? You say, what is this? 99,999 I have to invest. Wait for 1 month to receive 1 lakh of rupees. I don't want it. Disproportionately small amount compared to the amount of money that you have to invest yourself. So this comparison, what we call in Hyderabad, Partal Naigirta, not profitable, not worthwhile. Why spend 99,999 from your pocket for a 1 lakh of rupees, even if it is certain for you and so on, right? Now this is called as Maslow's theory pertaining to motivation. Base biological and physiological needs are the most important needs that make us work. Basic life needs, air, food, drink, shelter, warmth, sex, sleep, etc. These are basic biological and physiological needs. You must have seen in certain war films that when they capture the prisoners, how do they make the prisoner talk and tell the details about their side? Either they beat them, or they deprive them of food, water, or sleep, or some such thing, and make them feel miserable. In that misery, to get out of that misery, you start talking and telling the secrets, etc. Some people are tough enough, they don't tell, that's a different issue. Once those biological and physiological needs are fulfilled, then you will think of safety needs, protection, security, order, law, limits, stability, etc. Then come the belongingness and love needs, family, affection, relationships, work group, and so on. Then the esteem needs of achievement, status, responsibility, and reputation. And finally the self-actualization, personal growth and fulfillment. Being self-motivated right from day one. You are a happy person, 2 children, educated, settled, etc. Minus 15 years ago, if someone were to ask you, you will say, I have to work, sir, my children are still studying, I don't know how well they will come up. But settled, got married, right? You already have 1 or 2 grandchildren. You are so happy with your life, etc. Today, fulfilled past makes you look at the world differently. If someone were to come and ask you, sir, every Saturday you please come and help in maintaining our trust accounts, it's all right, sir, I will come. If 15 years ago I asked you, you will say, there is the time for me, sir, I have to teach maths to my son. Yes or no? Because one after the other, your needs are fulfilled. You will now say, God has been so kind to me. He gave me nice children. They got educated, got employed, got married. Everyone is happy. Now what little good I can do, I will try to do it with love. Why do we have to wait for 25 years to acquire this maturity? Am I clear? There is a beautiful, this one which we say in Telugu. How many of you, by the way, can't follow Telugu? Some of you may not be able to. 1, 2, 3. Right. Not that I want to discuss anything. You know, there's a famous poet, Gurujada. Deshamunu preminchumanna, manchi annadi penchumanna, otti maatalu katti pettoi, gatti mel talapettavoi, sonta labam konta manuku. Just sacrifice just a little bit of your selfishness, and that is going to make a critical difference, and so on. Some tips on motivation. Ask. When you do not know, ask. Don't hesitate. Don't think that by asking, others will have a lower opinion about you and so on. No, it's not necessary. I don't know, I'm asking you. What's there? And in case you don't know something, and if I think I know, I'll be equally affectionate and I'll be sharing that information with you and so on. The next thing is listen. What is this listening, sir? Hearing. All of you are listening to me. And why should I ask what is listening?
Attention.
With attention. Effective listening. Believe me, God gave eyelids for the eyes. If you don't want, you can close the eyes. He did not give you earlids for the ears. Yes or no? Yes. Vinadagu nevvaru cheppina. Suno, jarur suno. Suno, attentive. 180 degrees, 360 degrees. You must listen. Quality of your listening determines the quality of your understanding. Quality of your understanding determines the quality of your speech and communication. If you are a poor listener, you are going to be a poor communicator. Am I clear? Yes, sir. You are impatient. He is saying something. He is all right, sir, I know. And you will make 4 mistakes. Why don't you allow him to complete what he is saying? Is that all right, sir? No, this is what I have understood. Is that okay? Anything else, sir? No, thank you. Finish. I can do it in 5 minutes. But I hardly heard 50%, went outside and bring it with half a dozen mistakes. He will blame me. He will have poor opinion about me. Why are we impatient? That is a very determining factor. Please understand that. 2 ears and 1 tongue. Listen twice what you are going to speak, more than what you are going to speak, and so on. Develop self-confidence. This side a cat and that side a lion. What does it mean? Don't see the truth in the mirror. Is that the purpose of that? No. Feel like a lion. Is lion afraid? Lion is not afraid. Even when it sees an elephant, it's not afraid. It jumps. I mean, you know the height of the elephant and the average height of a lion, right? It just jumps on to the head. So sure of its strength, so sure of the power of its claws, not worried about the size of the elephant, etc. Why? That is confidence. It is that confidence that is necessary, and you must be able to develop self-confidence. Develop success skills. Say, for example, someone comes to you, maybe your neighbor's son or someone, and he asks you, Sir, Nageshwarrao garu, how did you get a job in LIC?
By writing an examination.
By writing an examination. Sir, how do I prepare for that examination?
By reading books.
So you are likely to tell him, you see, whenever there is an advertisement, if you want I will tell you, we will come to know of it a little early. Now these are the books you have to study. This is how a question paper is likely to be. Sometimes there are certain guides and books available in the market, etc. You know, in the ordinary examinations, it is pass or fail. There is no such thing as pass or fail there. Out of so many people who pass, you must be in the top 0.001% to get an interview call. Then if your performance is good, you will be selected. Otherwise, you will not be selected. I will tell you, right? With my experience, I will tell you how you have to prepare yourself for numerical ability, reasoning, English grammar, general knowledge, this, that, etc. Go ahead. When does that happen? When you develop success skills. Not only things that help you to succeed, but guiding others how to succeed is more important. Say, for example, a young girl has been recently selected. She has been requested to report to Vinaya S. Shinoy. And say, as the officer, I will tell them, Mama Vinaya, please take care of her. Teach her something. Then what will you do? You will tell her or you will not tell her? We have to now. We will. You will. Huh?
We will. If we really want some, we have to tell them.
If you don't mistake me. How many times mother-in-laws teach all that they have to their daughter-in-laws?
Not always.
Huh?
Always they don't teach.
That's what exactly I am telling. When the juniors are attached to the seniors always don't tell what they ought to be sharing with their juniors. Yes or no? Why this human tendency?
Everything we cannot teach on the spot.
Not on one day, not on day one, over a period of 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, right? So, my point is this. When you joined LIC first, right, you yourself would be recollecting rapidly what inconvenience you had, because as a student, you never knew how to set the papers, what is a tag, how to punch two holes, and how to file them properly, how to number each paper. You never knew. You learnt it the hard way or someone taught you. So now you will imagine all that things. And let's say you took 80 days to learn that. Probably in 15 days you are going to point out and teach those things to them. That means each successive generation must be better than the previous one, provided the previous one cooperates. And have we been practicing this in our country?
To some extent, we are.
Right from day one, huh? Some extent to Saharu. Huh?
Step by
gradually. No, my friend, what's your Raghunanda from Dharwad. I know.
Now, why I told that one is, by crying we are motivating mother to give milk.
By crying,
motivating mother to give us milk.
And if you believe me, if you don't cry, the mother is much more worried, because that young fellow, he can't know how to speak. Not only you are crying, you are not crying also motivates your mother. And if you believe me, what happens, when the baby arrives onto this planet Earth, normally we find any baby, majority of the babies, to be crying, because they have come out from the safety of the mother's womb to this world. Atmosphere is different, light, etc., etc., etc. And if a baby does not weep, believe me, the doctor holds the baby with the hands, lifts them into the air and beat them to make them weep, because that is a proof of the fact you have arrived. Normally, people should be happy when a baby has arrived. And why do doctors do this? Is everything okay? If he is weeping, he is alive. If he is not weeping, that means there is something wrong with that. Is the baby alive or dead? They have to check up. Our weeping motivates. Our not weeping also motivates. Mother has the maturity to imagine what's happening to my child. Right? మనం ఇప్పుడు అనుకుంటాం వీపింగ్ అని, నో సచ్ థింగ్, వీపింగ్ అండ్ నాట్ వీపింగ్ బోత్. బిల్డ్ బిలీఫ్ ఇన్ యువర్ ఎబిలిటీస్. You must have the confidence. Just as I said, Amma, you take care of teaching that girl what is about our office and all that. No, sir, you ask him. Sir, I don't know, sir. Sir, I studied in some Telugu medium or Kannada medium, sir. That seems to be an urban girl who studied in English medium, sir. So I will not. I am not asking you to teach her English. I am asking you to teach her office procedures. What is LIC? I mean, how many people are there? How many different sections are there? What work you have to do? How well you have to do? Whose cooperation you must seek? If you have a doubt in this, ask him. If you have a doubt in this, ask him, and so on. Those are the things, etc. Regular recognition is necessary to motivate yourself and to motivate others. If you have good work, yes, you have done wonderful work. Do you recognize people when they work? Sometimes our officers don't even smile.
No, sir, we recognize.
Amma?
We recognize.
You recognize, you.
But not like that.
No, we don't lift the people. That's the Western culture. But, I mean, it's all right. Don't worry about it. Have a little fun. Do you have fun in the office? Prohibited? Do you enjoy? Say, for example, sir's birthday. We know that from our records, we know the birthday, official birthday at least. Real birthdays, we do not know. Right? What can we do? Lunch hour? Right? Rest of the people can just contribute 10 rupees each or some such thing, get a cake or a garland or whatever that be, or let a book, I would say. A garland, by evening it is not going to be of any use. A cake we may eat, but just buy a book and give it to him. He would love it. And probably when he retires, he would say, 2011, oh, my colleagues gave me this book. How will you be remembered? Are you getting my point? If you are going to contribute, say, 10 rupees each, 50 people, 10 rupees each, 500 rupees, spend 400 rupees in any manner you like. 100 rupees, buy a book and give it to your colleague. Well-wishers of so-and-so branch, or so-and-so, etc. Books make a difference. There lie the ideas of generations of intellectuals and intelligent people. And if we are literate, and if you have stopped reading books, we are no better than illiterates. Do you get my point? You are a literate person and you don't read. You have stopped reading. In what way you are better than an illiterate person? Faster, fair competition. A motivated person will be fostering fair competition, not unfair competition. Be friendly with everyone, but don't become friends with everyone. Is that clear? There is a lot of meaning in that statement. Be friendly with everyone, but don't become friends with everyone. Particularly the gender bias is there and other aspects are there and so on. I love that photo. Give yourself feedback and reward yourself. Is that photo good? Somehow I liked it. I wanted to share it with you people. Cute baby. No motives to be attributed to them. Right? Very simply. This boy must be telling her, maybe you are good or your dress is good. I do not know what he is trying to tell her. Now give yourself feedback and reward yourself. What's that? You have done something. Whether your boss smiles at you, pays a compliment, recognizes or a celebration is made or not, does not matter. You know very well you have done the job. All these months, a Friday statement was sent only on Saturday morning. This time you have sent it by 3 o'clock on Friday. Reward yourself. If you like ice cream, go and have an ice cream on the day before going home. Next week something happened. Though you have planned, some inputs from some office did not come in time, so you could not send it. You could send it only on Saturday morning, right? Skip. Don't eat ice cream that day. Is that clear? Carrot and stick, or punishment and reward, so that you know how to motivate yourself and so on. Sharing. In our country, I have a personal feeling that we don't really share with love what we know and what we have. Yes or no?
Yes.
Come out of that. The world is becoming very competitive and growing fast, and only when you know how to share and care and love to give, then you will be able to come up. Coach and accept coaching. Well, I do not know this. Let me know from him. And if I can be of some help to others by trying to share what I know, let me do it with love and so on. Self-motivation strategies. How do you motivate yourself? The most wonderful thing I have already told you. Work is worship. If you trust in God, let that get demonstrated in your smile, in your attitude, in your work style, in your dealing with people, in your dealing with yourself, in your family members and so on. One simple test I tell you. Let the people say, such a person, one person can make the difference. I'll give you a very simple instance. Let's say, excellent worker. He has applied for leave for 2 days, personal reasons. Then when he comes back, all of us must say, "Hare, we missed you, there was a lot of confusion. We had to ask doubts. There was nobody who was able to clarify. You are a person, please," etc. Otherwise, let's say we don't like him. He has gone on 2 days. Why did you come back in 2 days? You should have taken 2 more days leave. Are you getting the point? We were happy. Every day we were in the afternoon, we were enjoying. Because you have come, we are keeping quiet. You are wanted or unwanted. People like you as an asset or treat you as a liability. How many times we asked this question to ourselves? And sometimes some parents, some fathers are very disciplinarian. The moment you open the gate, the sound comes. This whole house becomes very silent. Till then they were enjoying. Avuna kada? It doesn't mean that you would allow children to shout even when you are present. That's not the point. They must have the freedom. It is their home.
Those days have gone. Now they are coming, what you have brought.
Adi parvale.
The number of children are more, they used to be frightened others. Now they come to the door, what you have brought.
Today, unless you give me something, you will, no entry. So you can't come empty-handed. You have to every day buy something and bribe them, and so naturally they start accepting bribes later in their life. Ante kada? Isn't it so? We have been bribing them, we have been pampering them, we have been encouraging indiscipline, and very soon when they grow up, they will be sure expecting the world to give them something more than the salary. No, I am not referring to that. Okay, don't worry about it. Keep your dreams alive. Abdul Kalam, dream big. Don't have small dreams, dream high. And keep those dreams alive. Reinforce. Have a look at what you thought of. What you wanted to do and could not do. And why did you forget reminding yourself of that? I'll just give you a small instance. Number of times, do you know what happens? Say, for example, when you passed your 10th class or intermediate or something, your grandfather might have given you a dictionary or a Bhagavad Gita or some good book, etc. Have you completed reading it? Thank you, Annangin Jauta Vamana. Why don't you start reading 1 page per day? You would have completed it long ago. Somehow you don't get motivated. Why? There are so many books which you have not read in your home. Why don't you start reading at least a page or 2 every day? 2 hours every day you want to spend with TV. You don't want to spend 10 minutes reading a book that's going to make a difference to you. Think of that. That's what I am trying to say. Love your job, adopt work is worship attitude and so on. If motivation is good, self-motivation is still better. Say, for example, I hope, let's say, I have succeeded in motivating you people today. But every day there can't be a training session, every day there can't be a lecture. So how to get self-motivated? Understand the principles, hold them in a capsule form, in a seed form in your mind, and every day morning when you look at your own face in the mirror, smile. Be happy that God has given you 1 more day to prove that what you are capable of. You are unique. No other person is like you. And are you doing the best that you can? That is a single question you must be able to answer. How to motivate your own self? Your goals must be clear, but your guidelines must be flexible. Don't deviate, don't follow illegal or unlawful methods, etc. Make a habit of being enthusiastic. Surround yourself with positive and enthusiastic people. Your motivational levels will be going up. Otherwise, your motivation levels will be going down. In government offices, it usually happens. Someone, let's say, has been recruited newly. He's working very sincerely. He would say, first 1 week you would work like that. Don't work. No recognition, no reward. All of us are going to get the promotion at the end of 5 years. Scales will be revised. We will be getting their years. If you work more, no benefit. Are you getting the point? If you are in the company of people who are negative and not motivating, you will be paying the price for that. Doing leads to achieving, being leads to becoming. Focus on becoming that. Accept your reality. Have a SWOT analysis. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And how to acquire the required new strengths? How to integrate or mesh them with the existing strengths? And what are your weaknesses, if any, one or two? How to control them? Stop. No more new weaknesses, please. I would like to become a better person, and so on. Right? Do something nice for someone else. You have to start somewhere, and there is no better time or place than here and now. Listen more than you talk. This includes listening to your own self, Atma, consciousness. Act according to both what is said and unsaid, and that includes what is implied. Maintain a personal development record. Analyze yourself, what you are capable of doing today. And without motivational levels, and if you don't ensure that you are maintained, they are likely to diminish and so on. Give your honest best always and improve it continuously. Become a role model. How to continuously motivate yourself? They are all minor points. You can have something else to say. How to sustain the motivation that you have got and so on. I am better than today, but not as good as tomorrow. Day by day, in every way, I am becoming better and still better. That must be a sort of mantra that you will be repeating to yourself, and that is going to make a difference. That is about stress and performance, don't worry. 3 A's: aptitude, attitude, and altitude. Altitude is the height. Attitude determines the altitude. If you have a positive attitude, you are likely to come up in your life. If you have a negative attitude, you are unlikely to make a difference. The 5 C's are character, commitment, conviction, courtesy, and courage. The 5 D's are desire, direction, determination, dedication, and discipline. And I have another set of 6 C's: challenge, choice, control, consequences, collaboration, and constructing meaning. Each one of these are interlinked. Winners never quit, and quitters never win. At the first obstacle, at the first criticism, at the first objection, you stop. For example, I prepare something. Let's say my boss says, "What is this, Viswanathan? You have not mentioned the figure, the amount does not tally. You do it, sir." You find people like that? The moment you object, "Sir, what is this?" "You do it, sir. This is the best I can do." I don't know. Recently some recruitment must have taken place to LIC. There are some young people reported or not reporting to you not. What is the general attitude of the average person joining now? Positive? Workers? Shirkers? Serious? Non-serious? Maybe they are more intelligent than what we are. Yes. You get my point? They are on an average more intelligent than what we were when we were of that age. But they are not as serious as we are. Are you getting the point? That's what I am telling. I say I am applying for bank PO. Once I get it, I will leave your LIC.
They want to go for better.
I don't mind. That is motivation. But as long as you are here, you must give your honest best. You must be a serious, sincere person, willing to learn. And this attitude, I am afraid, is on the decline. That's what I am trying to say there. Get motivated and make a difference. 3:30, 3:35 was the time given to me by Panduranga Rao Garu. And if you give me 5 minutes, I will show one presentation fast about Japan. Huh? Okay?
So there was one slide regarding that stress.
I know, I got it. Your stress and your performance are related. If you work less, your stress levels will be low, but your performance levels will also be low. It does not mean that if your stress is high, your performance will go up. No, it is also going to be low. So we think of an optimal stress where the performance is likely to be the highest probably with medium stress. That's the message I wanted to give there. Clear? Now I have a number of other presentations. I will give you the address now. You can kindly note down. You can view them. They are freely available. This is the one I was referring to. 4 lines of Gurujada. దేశమును ప్రేమించుమన్నా మంచి అన్నది పెంచుమన్నా ఒట్టి మాటలు కట్టిపెట్టోయ్ గట్టి మేలు తలపెట్టబోయ్. How was the lecture? Reasonable? Was it motivating or demotivating? Surely it was motivating you. Right. So, with your permission, I will be uploading this lecture when I go back home today. Every word I asked and questions I asked and the replies that you have given are all silently recorded here. Kindly note down this first. www.archive.org. And just note that word only, Pula Bhatta. Search Pula Bhatta. Don't bother to write down everything there. If you search Pula Bhatta there, you will find 5 publications in Telugu and 2 publications in English, absolutely freely available on the internet on many topics relating to personality development and soft skills, etc. They may be more useful to your children compared to you, but it's all. You can put them to any use you like. Clear? Got it? Now, this is of course some statistics, don't worry about it. At the same site, that is www.archive.org, kindly search for Professor V. Viswanathan, or you can even search for Viswanathan, does not matter. You will be finding this lecture of mine being uploaded. I'll upload it when I go home. Okay? Now, this PowerPoint presentation, as I told you, Sri Panduranga Rao Garu will take care of giving it to you, or not only this, I have many other PowerPoint presentations. Those are the 2 sites, www.scribd.com and SlideShare. My SCRIBD, scribd.com. Search. That's what you have to search in that particular site, scribd.com. Next site, there is no need for you to search. Straight away you can type there, right? slideshare.net/Viswanathan. I am giving you my email ID. Got it? Yes, sir. Got it? Sir? Professor? Varlu.
His original name is Venkatesh Varlu.
I know, he has abbreviated it. English department?
He gave us a series of lectures on neurolinguistic
NLP. He gave lectures on NLP. It could be Dr. Varlu. He's a bit fair complexion, hair is a little this side. That part I do not know. Yesterday I met one Dr. Varlu who is capable of this personality training and all that. I think he even trained politicians of the Telugu Desham.
He is a visiting faculty for IDS also.
I know. I can understand. Okay? Right, sir. Just have a look at that wonderful waterfall. With that type of commitment and enthusiasm, you must love to do the work that has been entrusted to you by, I'm not worried about your boss, by the God. Take that, and that will make a big difference to you, right? Yes, you are right. Okay? Forget about it. Now I have... Japan. Look at the motivation of the people. That's why I am showing this to you. Otherwise, there is no reason as to why I should show this devastating tsunami and earthquake and all that. Within 3 days, they repaired that road. Within 3 days. What you are able to see is not some cloud or something. It is water. A house gets virtually tilted. That's fire. Because when metals clash or some such thing happens, fire breaks out. And there are many inflammables. All those things are like looking like a big dustbin. They are all cars waiting to be exported, to be loaded into the ship. And you must be seeing how they are got all virtually like, when we are sleeping something at home. A person is observing this lot of havoc that has taken place there. A house got floated because of the waters and it got stuck underneath a particular bridge and stopped there. Otherwise, I am sure if the height was a little lower, it would have got swept. It was what used to be a bridge. Nuclear leakage, trying to put lots of water to cool down the nuclear reactors, etc. I am sure they did not park the car like that. Refugee camp. I don't know from where that plane has come. Got stuck. All wonderful work of nature. An old person, somehow lucky, the military is helping. Look at the debris. How difficult it is for you to get motivated. Those few survivors still alive, they will be heartbroken. Yes or no? And to shift people from some safer place by road, by helicopter, etc., and make them work there, they will also be feeling lot of demotivation. I mean, that's the reason why I am showing this to you. Cars, surely they must have got damaged. Again, another picture. Trains, bogies, derailed. That's how it looks from the sky. You don't know how to go inside. Even if you are alive inside, how to come out, you do not know. No electricity, no water, no food. Probably those who died are luckier than those who survived. They are all containers, loaded fully, waiting to be put into the ship. Bomalu, like the toys or something, A ship that just turned. It's all right. God have mercy of Japan. What's the point I am trying to tell you? If you have a thinking head, a feeling heart, and a performing set of hands, you will be better motivated to work. But if your head has stopped thinking, if your heart has stopped feeling, and if your hands hesitate to come forward to share the work or give your whatever you are capable of giving, who is going to take care of you and the society and the corporation and the nation? Thanks a lot. God bless you. Your coffee is getting cold.
Sir.